Sitting with UIndy head golf coach Brent Nicoson as the spring schedule is about to heat up here. The women have already opened, got a win at a solid tournament at St. Edwards in Texas. The men will be opening here soon at Myrtle Beach. First with the women. Now, as I said, that win was a big one in Texas. That's one of many already this year that the team have done. This has got to be one of the deepest teams, maybe the deepest team you've had since you've been a coach.
Yeah, we do have depth, and that helps us not only in tournaments, but obviously in practice, pushing each other as well. So, they won 4 or 5 in the fall, and now they're 1 for 1 this spring. So, couldn't be happier with where we sit right now. I think we're 7th in the nation right now in golf stats. So we want to move up. Obviously, that's our goal, is to get up there in the top 5. But the depth obviously is very beneficial to us. But we have a tough road coming up. I mean, we've got a lot of region tournaments coming up, and following spring break, we go to Arizona here next week. So, really looking forward to the spring season. But the depth is key. We have, we're always going to have 5 kids out there that can shoot even or better, which on any given day. So that's a very beneficial thing for us.
All right, well, looking at the schedule here next month, a big one for you. Ohio State's having an invitational that you got the invite for, and that's got to be some elite competition there. Talk about how that came about for you.
Well, I got to know their coach, and I just called her out of the blue one day and just asked if there was any possible way that we could get in one of their tournaments sometime, and she said yes. And she actually called, and we got in, and we got the invite. It's, I think, 7 Big Ten teams, and then I can't remember the exact, Toledo, Kent, I believe. I think Kansas State I saw on the list. So it's a very, very good field for us, something that's never happened in our program. We've played in Division I events, but nothing this large. So, for us to get an invite, it's pretty special for our girls to get to go and play in something like that.
Well, I want to touch on maybe just what are your expectations, and what do you look at from the women this spring?
Well, our goals never change. We want to win a conference championship. We want to win every tournament we play in, and that includes the Ohio State event. I mean, that's how our girls look at things. I'm not saying we're going to or anything like that, but I'm saying that's how we go about it. We go in expecting to win every tournament we play in, and it doesn't always work out that way, but that's our mentality. But winning a conference championship, getting back to the NCAA regional, and hopefully trying to win that regional again and getting back to a national championship, there's no other goals for us right now.
All right, now moving to the men's side. This is a talented team on that side as well, but maybe they need a little more consistency, I think. What do you look at your men in the spring?
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, that's what we talked about from day one. We've played well. We've had some really, really good rounds. We played really well for a couple rounds in Florida and let that one go at Nova Southeastern in the fall, and I think we learned a lot from that tournament and knowing that we can compete with the best teams out there. But again, the depth in the region makes it really tough. It's a little bit different than the women's side. There's always a lot more teams that can go win tournaments on the men's side. So we have to bring the consistency this spring, or we're going to be behind the 8 ball.
All right, well, looking at their schedule, you have a ton of tournaments, a regular amount of tournaments here close. You're playing in Butler's Invite on the west side. You're Columbus. That's a good point. Playing in Columbus again, and of course the Purgatory Regional, and then conferences on the north side this year. So talk about that.
Well, we're very lucky for our families and parents to get to watch their kids play. It just happened to be that way. We love Parkside's tournament down because we love Otter Creek, and Otter Creek's a great golf course. We're very comfortable there, and we've been successful there. So that's why we're playing in Parkside's. The conference switched to Prairie View and Carmel this year, so we're local for the conference championship. That moves to Illinois again next year, so it'll be a 1 year and out for Prairie View, and it'll return there here in the next few years. But and then we decided to play in Butler's tournament just to get back close to home and get to play our entire roster. And then obviously we hosted Purgatory, but they're all very, very important. Butler's not as important because there's not as many D2 teams there, but the other 3 tournaments are obviously very, very important for us this spring.
All right, well, specifically about the tournament coming up at Myrtle Beach, what do you expect there?
Well, there's some region teams there too. We have to get off to a good start. The guys are ready. I mean, we're tired of hitting indoors. We're so lucky to have the indoor facility, and we're, like I said, we feel very fortunate to have that. But at the same time, we need to see grass at some point. So we're going to stop and play on the way down and get a little bit of practice in. But we have to perform well right out of the gate because there are region teams there, and we need those wins.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, good luck this spring, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.